Right now, millions of people believe they are doing okay financially. They pay their bills, they go to work, they are not broke. But one small problem would break everything. A car repair, a medical bill, a job interruption. According to the Federal Reserve, more than half of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency from savings. Not $10,000, not a crisis, just $1,000. This is not because people are lazy. It is not because they are unintelligent, and it is not because they do not work hard. It is because of a handful of money mistakes that feel normal, mistakes that almost everyone makes, mistakes that quietly compound year after year. The danger is not obvious. The danger is invisible. Most people never notice the damage until decades later, when fixing it becomes much harder. In this video, you are going to learn the 7 most damaging money mistakes people make in their 20s and 30s. Not opinions, not theories, but mistakes that have measurable financial costs. Some of these mistakes can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Some can cost hundreds of thousands, and some can quietly remove your financial freedom without you realizing it. But here is the important part. Every one of these mistakes is correctable, even if you have already made them, even if you are starting late. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to fix, what to ignore, and where to focus your energy. Let us start with the real problem most people never see. Most people think financial failure comes from dramatic events, a bad investment, a business collapse, a major mistake. In reality, financial failure usually looks boring. It looks like small decisions repeated automatically. Not saving consistently, carrying small credit card balances, delaying investing for a few more years, treating predictable expenses as surprises. Each decision seems harmless. Each one feels manageable. But money compounds, and mistakes compound too. The damage does not happen all at once. It happens quietly, slowly, and invisibly. By the time people realize something is wrong, years of opportunity are already gone. This brings us to the first and most important mistake: not saving from every paycheck. This mistake sounds simple, but it is the foundation of nearly every financial problem. Many people believe saving should happen after spending. They say, "I will save whatever is left at the end of the month." This almost never works. Money expands to fill whatever income is available. As income rises, spending rises with it. If saving is optional, it becomes invisible. The real cost of this mistake is not just the money you fail to save, it is the time you lose. At average market returns, $1 saved in your 20s can turn into more than $15 by retirement. That same dollar saved 10 years later turns into less than half of that. Time is the most powerful force in personal finance, and time is the one thing you cannot replace. The solution to this problem is not motivation. Motivation fades. The solution is structure. Savings must happen first, before bills, before spending, before lifestyle. The moment income arrives, a portion must leave automatically. No thinking, no decision, no effort. Even a small amount works. 1% is enough to start. What matters is consistency. As income grows, savings must grow automatically as well. This single system change can quietly add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your lifetime net worth. Now let's talk about the mistake that destroys savings faster than almost anything else: credit card overspending. Credit cards do not just change how people pay, they change how people think. They remove the feeling of loss, they delay consequences, they encourage minimum payments. A purchase that feels small today can become expensive for decades. A $5,000 balance at high interest can take more than 25 years to fully repay when only minimum payments are made. The interest paid can exceed the original purchase. This is not convenience. This is long-term financial erosion. Most people do not realize how long debt actually lasts. They see a small monthly payment and assume progress is being made. In reality, time is working against them. Fixing this problem requires more than good intentions. It requires systems. First, existing debt must be eliminated deliberately. There are 2 proven methods. The avalanche method focuses on the highest interest rate first. The snowball method focuses on the smallest balance first. Mathematically, avalanche saves more money. Psychologically, snowball creates momentum. Both work if followed consistently. Second, credit card use must change. Credit cards are tools, not income. They should only be used for planned expenses that already exist in the budget. If a balance cannot be paid in full, the purchase cannot be afforded. Third, structural limits must be created. Lower credit limits reduce temptation. Freezing cards prevents impulse use. Temporary debit-only spending can reset habits. Willpower fails. Systems endure. Now we move to a mistake that feels harmless but is mathematically devastating. Waiting to invest for retirement. Many people believe they have time. Retirement feels far away. Life feels busy. Other priorities seem more urgent. But compound growth does not wait. Two people can invest the same amount and end up in completely different financial realities. Someone who starts early allows time to do the heavy lifting. Someone who starts late must work much harder for a smaller result. A 10-year delay can cost more than $600,000 in lifetime wealth, not because less money was saved, but because time was removed from the equation. This mistake becomes even more damaging when employer matches are ignored. An employer match is an immediate return. It is free money. Skipping it is choosing to earn 0 instead of 50%. The fix is simple. Contribute enough to receive the full employer match, then gradually increase contributions toward 10 to 15% of income. Use simple investments, index funds, target date funds. Complexity does not improve outcomes. Consistency does. Next comes a mistake that turns small problems into long-term damage: not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund does not exist to make you rich, it exists to keep you stable. Without it, every unexpected expense becomes debt. A small repair turns into interest payments. A short disruption turns into long-term stress. With savings, problems stay small. Without savings, problems grow. Emergency funds act like shock absorbers. They prevent financial spirals. The smartest way to build one is in stages. Start with $1,000. This alone prevents most minor emergencies from becoming disasters. Then build 1 month of expenses. Then build 3 to 6 months. This money allows you to make calm decisions during stressful moments. It gives you time, and time is leverage. Now let's talk about a mistake people rarely label as a mistake: failing to plan for big expenses. Big expenses are not emergencies. They are predictable. Weddings, vehicle replacements, education, travel, relocation. The timing may not be exact, but the expense itself is expected. Treating these as surprises leads to debt. The solution are sinking funds. A sinking fund is saving in advance for a known future cost. Instead of reacting, you prepare. Instead of stress, you control. The expense does not change, only the outcome does. Now we move to a quieter mistake: using suboptimal credit cards. Many people open one card early and never review their options again. As credit improves, better products become available. Better rewards, better protections, better benefits. Over time, the difference compounds. On normal spending, optimized cards can return hundreds more per year. Invested, that difference grows. But this mistake has an important rule. Rewards only matter if balances are paid in full. Interest charges erase all benefits. Optimization should be intentional, not obsessive. Review once per year. Choose carefully. Now we arrive at the most dangerous mistake of all: wasting time on unrealistic goals. This mistake feels productive, it feels exciting, it feels like progress, but it quietly steals the most valuable asset you have: time. Speculation, day trading, get-rich-quick ideas. Even when no money is lost, opportunity is lost. Time spent chasing unlikely outcomes is time not spent building reliable systems. Index investing works quietly. It does not create excitement, it creates results. Boring strategies have high success rates. Exciting strategies have low probabilities. Wealth is not built through intensity, it is built through consistency. Now let's zoom out. In your 20s, mistakes reduce future potential. Time allows recovery. In your 30s, mistakes threaten stability. Responsibilities grow, flexibility shrinks. The cost of delay increases. But here is the most important truth: it is never too late to improve. Compound growth rewards starting, not perfection. The best time to fix your money mistakes was in the past. The second best time is now. You do not need to change everything today. You need to change one system, one automatic